Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the top 80 cryptocurrencies by market cap. We're going to start with SPX, followed by Quant, Stacks, AERO, Lido, Curve, and then we end with graph and number 80. Let's get straight into it. SPX against USD. So here we are for SPX. I feel like SPX is forming mountains. This is, to me, mountain number one because we just stopped short of taking out these lows. And after that, we formed another low over here with this rally. So my guess is there will probably be 5 waves where we can count as we go higher, right? So the question we have is how much higher are we gonna go before the reversal comes in, right? Are we gonna go up towards 0.618? Is that what's gonna happen first? Right, between 618 and 702, this area, the golden retracement zone. Yes, no. And then, yeah, to be honest, right, this reminds me of this. Okay, let me just show you what I mean. Let's go back in time. So when things were here, right, I was like, this honestly does feel like a valley, right? Could we be getting valleys and then breaking out for SPX? That's a high possibility though. But of course, we need to see things play out first because of course we could also still drop lower, right? So we need to see the valleys come in for SPX before calling any bullish moves, right? And so eventually, what do we get? We got valleys. We got valleys. Again, it's not textbook perfect, right? It's very messy. Very, very messy. Before we broke out. Retested the support before continuing higher. And you could count the waves, right? 1, wave 2, 3, wave 4, and then wave 5. So anyway, we are in a consolidation retracement. Could SPX continue higher? Of course. But if we go all the way up, we take out these highs, right? But stopping short of taking out this high, then SPX could be consolidating for a even bigger move. Something like that could be happening for SPX. So I'm like, okay. But of course, should we, drop back lower and we form the second mountain, we'll be expecting a third mountain. Hopefully, we can catch the top for a short lower. So in my opinion, we are still not really certain yet what SPX is trying to do. If it's a strong rally, then we'll be leaning towards the bullish side of things. So we still need to, even if we were to have a rally, right, we still need to wait for the retrace. Right, this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To be honest, right, if you look very closely, this is something like a hammer. So I suspect the SPX could already be on its way up towards potentially $2 though. So we're gonna have to wait and see how it goes. If it is bullish, great. Quant against USD, the big chart pattern for Quant is still a very, very nice squeeze. But the only thing is that the range is very high, right? Lower highs, lower highs. Is this the next lower high? Higher lows, higher lows. We're squeezing. Again, we could still drop down lower past the skinny pink line and still consider this as a squeeze. It's still a valid squeeze, which means that potentially we could still drop about 30%. Oh my god, towards the downside, right? But at the same time, Quant could really be completing the squeeze and breaking higher. So at this point of time, I still think that it'd be wise to wait for a move, probably clearing these lows first, right, before reversing back up. So yeah, even previously, right over here for Quant, we're like, could this be a big mountain range in the making? It's possible though, it's possible. So yeah, Quant is just not there yet. Stacks against USD. Here we are for Stacks. I still think that Stacks potentially could drop lower to clear these lows here at about 28 cents, sub 30 cents. We are, in my opinion, forming a continuation chart pattern. Symmetrical triangles are bidirectional. If the preceding trend is bearish, we will be expecting the subsequent trend to be bearish as well. So to me, Stacks is a short. But of course, if we break above the skinny pink line or we form valleys right close to the skinny pink line, then of course we will be expecting a bullish trend reversal. But Stacks is very weak. It's very weak at the moment. So I would stay safe. Even if we were to drop low, this whole thing could become a head and shoulders. And Stacks could be dropping even lower. So again, I don't really feel good about Stacks. I think Stacks is going lower, so stay safe. AERO against USD. Here we are for AERO. AERO is... we were talking about AERO completing an inverse head and shoulders. That'd be fantastic, right? That would be absolutely fantastic. Again, go up higher. Stop short of taking this high out. Maintain it. Form lower high. Get a right shoulder over here. Have a clear resistance line. stay above the skinny pink line, pump. We go towards $10 potentially. Right, but we still need to see that right shoulder first because there is a likelihood of things failing right now, not going the way we expect it to. Aerodrome could still drop lower, but we're above the skinny pink line. We're leaning bullish for Aerodrome. So yeah, but we still need to see that chart pattern appear first. Where is the right shoulder? Where is it? Lido down. Okay, Lido. Is Lido solid as a, fundamentally? Yes, it is solid fundamentally. But for Lido, technical wise, right? It's like, what in the world is this? What in the world is this? We are right at the skinny pink line. Again, reminds me of this. could we be dropping lower? Yeah, of course we could. Of course we could. But we're in an uptrend though, to be honest. High low, higher high. We're in an uptrend. But I need to see something clearer first. Right. But Lido is definitely in a squeeze. The only question is when is the breakout gonna happen? When? Next will be CRV. Hey Michael. What's up, Michael? How's your second mention? Is there a third mention in the making? So this is where curve is coming down, falling channel, right at the skinny pink line. Again, in my opinion, right, the best bullish case for curve is we drop lower. Clear these cells first. Consolidate before breaking higher, potentially towards $3, right? But again, it's not really that high quality, so I would stay safe. GRT against USD. Here we go for GRT. Okay, to me, right, I think the graph is about to break out, right? Because this is a squeeze. Lower highs, high low, right? In my opinion, falling fast, rising fast, falling fast, rising fast, and then it slowed down. So I'm like, I think this whole thing could be a very nice mini squeeze here. Right. A, B, C, D, E, and then this whole thing could be something like an E as well, as we potentially break higher. But we're quite far from the skinny pink line though. Right. I mean, if the skinny pink line was just here, right? If it was here, then, things might be different, right? We could tell that it's very likely going to break higher. But it's here. So I'm like, Maybe you go close to it. There's a consolidation over here. This whole thing becomes like an ascending triangle. Possibly. But yeah, if we do something like this, right? A nested ABCD within another ABCD, right? If it's nested, great. We will consider going long, but this whole thing could also turn bearish, right? Right? Can you see this? Yeah, could get mountains as well. So yeah, I feel like this is what's happening right now. Right? Even previously, before the rally came, right? For the graph, we were also in some sort of a squeeze, right? As a symmetrical triangle. And eventually we just broke higher. We dropped lower, almost taking out these lows, but we just continued higher. But it was unsustainable, and eventually we came back under the skinny pink line. So the bullish trend was unsustainable. I hope that this time we'll see a stronger move, a consolidation above it, and that's it. Continuation up for the graph. Right, this will be fantastic. But yeah, even if you were to rally, right, and even if you were to go long, I still think it's wise to take profits once we're close to 30 cents, sub 30 cents, like 20, I would say 26 cents, 26, 27. Good area to be taking profits. So yeah, I may be late though. I may wait for the rally first and wait for the retrace before going any higher, right? Because this could still break lower. Absolutely possible. And then this whole thing could become the left shoulder of a inverse head and shoulders. Then the skinny pink line goes closer to the price. Right now we're quite a distance, so stay freaking safe. Alright, boys and girls, hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Ta-ta!